Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Weaving Web3, the first episode of 2024 with me, Stash.
And me, Chris.
Yes. So,
Uh,
God, what has happened in the last, God, no, it feels like
it
ages.
seems like an age, doesn't it? It has been a while. But a lot of stuff has happened, right? Well, I mean, obviously, Bitcoin ETFs
Ugh, I
got
hated
approved.
that.
You hated it.
I,
You, you,
everyone,
you were the one that was like, no, they're going to decline it. Of
I
course,
was
they're going to
so
decline
hoping
it.
to, because for me, the ETF is the worst thing for crypto. It's basically allowing all those assholes to basically take control again. So, it goes against every value of blockchain and crypto. That's why I'm
I
against.
mean, it's for Bitcoin. I'm not that big of a fan of Bitcoin, but with the mass adoption, I think the mass adoption is good, because that obviously leads to mass adoption for other cryptos, altcoins. Well,
Scams.
Ethereum's probably next on the line, uh, and something like Ethereum can go parabolic. I mean, we've seen how big like Ethereum has got in the last like
Yeah.
5 years, and how the price sort of action has been over the last month or two in relation to the Bitcoin ETF thing. So
Yeah. And I also want to admit this is a very rare occasion that I admit that I was wrong, I think, potentially, because
I think
about being
potentially.
a bit about everything going down. I know as much I'm very much in the bear. I'm like, I don't want to be optimistic, skeptical. I have potentially been slightly convinced that there is uptrend, but I still do think there's still something going to happen. We're not out of the woods yet. Like we're still seeing the whole Justin Sun stuff still building up, and there's just a few things that just seem too dodgy, and there's like all the tether drama still. So I'm
Yeah.
half apologizing to everyone, saying everyone who's optimistic and be like,
Get
oh
your
yeah, we're
money
going up.
out.
Oh, yeah, okay. We have since the episode, I was saying, okay, we're going to go down. And like when we spoke to Vortex Protocol, that we were going to go down and see the 30s again. And we haven't.
Well, a lot of people thought that it was going to get rejected, and in those last couple of days
Yeah,
before it was rejected, there was news. Oh, it's going to get rejected. Oh, it's going to get
yeah.
accepted, and the market was going based
And
on
then the
like
hack
one or
happened,
two answers.
obviously. Gary Gensler's Twitter account got hacked, saying that it got, I was just, that's crazy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, shit like that. Like all of that affected the price so much. Just like the one sort of piece of information, it was like it was crazy. But I'm happy that it's been accepted. I'm happy that things seem to be trending towards the upwards still. Um, yeah, obviously it was better straight after the news. Like, and then everyone started selling the news.
Yeah, literally.
but
But now we're basically
hey,
back up again already. So
yeah,
it's,
yeah. I'm sure lots of people have seen massive gains though,
yeah.
based on this news. But
And
it was,
also significant losses.
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely, yeah. But
I mean, that's just the gaming crypto,
it
isn't it?
literally is.
Massive gains,
It's just
significant.
market manipulation covered up as crypto trading or just stuff. It just is.
Yeah. What else has gone on? I bought another Sappy seal,
Congratulations. Yeah, you did really
honestly.
well.
So
Yeah.
I now have two Sappy seals. We didn't end up getting on the pixel train when we said we would, did we?
No, I know. We really should have, haven't
We
we?
really should have, because Pixel is doing really well. So that's a token that's associated with Sappy seals. Um, I think it's currently at 3.5 cents.
Mad. And
So
it was like not even half a cent when we were looking into saying, oh, let's just buy loads
let's
up.
just put like 150, 200 quid in it, didn't we?
Yeah, well, we win some, you lose some, but
Yeah, exactly. But you've got airdrops, I've got
yes. So
airdrops.
yeah, I basically officially started my airdrop channel in like Telegram and like writing proper articles because I was banned on Medium. So I was writing articles on centralized assholes Medium. And
Why
now,
did you get banned on
oh,
Medium?
because apparently I was doing a give. So when we did one of the interviews, we were given some NFTs we could give away. And because I wasn't officially using like the Weaving, I had to have the official Weaving Web3 username or something domain. And I did it under my like pseudo crypto name. And
Yeah.
basically I got banned and said, well, I don't understand why, because people are other doing giveaways and they were just back and forth. So they indefinitely banned me when I was saying this is not fair. So, and other people do these giveaways. And I was just like, you know what? I should have learned my lesson like first time. I now publish on Paragraph, and I also have my own Telegram channel where basically there's founders, DGens, and we just share alpha, and then I collate it all and then like have my airdrops. Recently we smashed TIA, Celestia, made a lot of money, and DYM. It was airdrop to all Celestia stakers. Like the minimum amount people would have got, like the price went up to $7 $80 or $8, and the minimum amount people were airdropped was 100, and so people just got
Wow,
airdropped
that's like
$800.
$800.
Like I made like, well, I'm not gonna say the exact amount because I need to keep my secret.
Have you sold? No.
Oh, obviously not. So basically the whole problem, the whole thing with the whole Celestia thing, many people sold at $2 to $5 and it went up to $20. So people are very like because I'm a really good, intelligent human, I was basically saying there's not going to be much selling pressure, and my theory and thesis behind certain airdrops and stuff, because I am nearly finishing my PhD in a few months. So as I use that knowledge to analyze and people's mentality, and I've been in crypto such a long time, I can predict how potentially people will react. And personally, the sentiment is people don't want to sell because people are basically building their own roll-ups on top of the dimensions, and basically people will be expecting airdrops from staking those tokens. So hence there's just going to be not really a selling pressure, and people have hopium that they're going to get an airdrop later down the line. So I think there were like 25 of the total supply has already been bonded and staked, which is pretty crazy within like 24 hours, and there was 400,000 active addresses. So people are really dropping onto this airdrop trend. Yeah. So check out my airdrop channel.
Are we going to link it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Put it
link
right
it in the
there.
description.
Yeah.
Or in one of those places.
Yeah, one of those places right on top of my head.
Just
join
like
the channel. Yeah, join the channel.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously not on the same level as you, but I've been sort of dabbling in the Sui ecosystem quite a lot. I quite like the whole Suiverse, I guess. So basically I bought a what they called the Sui Labs. Yeah. I bought the Sui Labs for about 35 Sui back in the day, and I think Sui was about 50 cents at the time. Since then, the Sui Labs has kind of gone a bit crazy.
Parabolic, really.
I think. Let me just double check.
It's basically the premium NFT collection on Sui, as well as they are doing way more on top of that.
Well, there's Fuddies as well. I never got a Fuddies when they were.
I've got a Fuddy.
You've got a Fuddy.
I've got a Fuddy, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Because they're currently about 250 to 300 Sui. What is the Sui Labs at?
Well, I definitely think like Sui Labs is better, like the whole concept. Like, I know there was all this drama and stuff back in the day and stuff. God, it feels like ages ago.
Yeah, because their initial set, I think they did like 10,000 NFTs for one. And their initial sale was like 300 Sui or something like that.
Yeah, and then the floor price just dropped straight away.
And the floor price, and I think they were going for like 50 Sui or something like that at 50 cents sort of thing. So current floor price on the Sui Labs is 450.
That's pretty decent. That's 400 quid from a 25.
Well, no, it's not, because Sui is popping right now.
Oh, is it like nearly 2?
Sui's price is currently
insert price here.
$1.73.
Nice. So you're pretty much 4x your money.
Well, I mean, I put in like 20 quid to buy this, and I'm now sitting on like 800.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I remember we went. What conference was it? I forgot what conference. It was like, oh yeah, we bought some stuff on Sui, and people like, what the hell is Sui?
Yeah,
what is this rubbish? And now
we were talking about Sui before the ad.
Yeah, like we've been on Sui before the ad, like for years, like since the very beginning, like when Meta stopped their blockchain, we were literally on Sui that day. And it is
Yeah,
crazy to think like, oh, technically speaking, we should be like sponsored by Sui because we're
I know, right?
OGs. Actually, we're gonna be. We definitely need to do shout out to fucking. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
like the Sui founder.
I went to the meeting. So there was a meeting at UCL, University College of London, and they were talking with the Sui co-founders,
Co-founder, yeah. I really wish I could
and
have made that. Yeah.
yeah, it was good. It was a lot of technical speak though. There was lots and lots of
Oh, I love
like
that.
technical jargon,
Yeah.
and for the average person that's not like an engineer, it would have been,
But we're not average. We are the pinnacle of
yeah,
human
weaving Web3.
existence.
But yeah, I talked to one of the guys there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we made like a video before you guys were supposed to be airdropping," and he just
Yeah.
rolled his eyes at me, and he was like, "Thing is, we never said anything about an airdrop,
Yeah. Oh no, of course they didn't, but the
but
speculation.
everyone just hopped on the bandwagon and like got involved, and that sort of caused a lot of FUD around the coin." Um, but I mean, hey, it seems to be doing well now. Um, but yeah, so I got that, and also that led to me being able to mint the Sui Labs Legacy NFT for 22 Sui. So that came to about 15 quid, maybe. Um, but yeah, the Sui Lab Legacy's current floor price is, drum roll please, 2,400 Sui.
Winning.
Literally, what there's, because there's only 222 of them, but anyone who had a Sui Lab was able to like mint or got whitelisted basically, and it sold out in like 20 seconds sort of thing. But thankfully I managed to mint, and I'm very happy. So yeah,
I'd like to take credit because I told you to max out the gas price, right? Didn't I say that to you before you do the mint?
you did, but I just clicked accept.
Oh,
I
damn it.
didn't
I thought you were just gonna be like,
actually.
oh, damn it. Joking. I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah, no, it's because of Stash that I got it. But
No, it's not.
yeah. So I've got that, and then because of that, because I was a holder of both of those, I got airdrop FUD as well. This meme coin on Sui, and I got airdrop a significant amount. I think at its peak it was worth about
A grand?
1,400.
Happy days.
So yeah, like about £1,000, which I still haven't sold. I am big on FUD, so
Hold or die. Da, da, da,
huddle the
da,
shit.
da, da, da,
Uh,
da.
but yes, so Sui is, I'm watching Sui, and I think Sui has got a lot of potential because it's so fast. There's so much, like, obviously not financial advice or anything,
No.
but I really like the whole ecosystem, the NFTs, the way it's managed, the sort of transaction cost and everything. Like it's just really good. But moving on from that, shall we go on to other projects that aren't that
Yes.
good?
Yes. So welcome to our fun new segment that we've been privately talking about how to not get scammed.
We
Exposing
really need
a 2 million, no, $23 million scam.
$25 million scam.
$25 million
So
scam.
yeah, we're doing a bit of a copyzilla here, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
Ghetto Zilla.
basically, I I was looking, no, I was on Google actually, and I got recommended a article on Cointelegraph from Google, and I was like, oh, Cointelegraph's legit. Like they have legit news about blockchain space, and it was this article pumping up a coin, and it was like, oh, Solana and its rival this are going to do really well in 2024. And I was like, what's that? So let me share my screen actually. But yes, so I was just trolling around, and I saw an article very much like this. This is a new one, obviously, that they posted on February the 7th. And I read it, and it sounded quite good. They've got lots of AI photos, this, that, the other. and it was just a bit of an analysis of things like that. And I was like, okay, let me look into this. So I went onto this page. When I went onto it, the price was at 7 cents, and it was like going on. Ooh, at 7 cents, this coin could end up at like $6. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. So I had a quick look at the white paper, which I have here. Read through, looks very professional. And then I was tempted to invest a little bit of money. So yeah, going through, scrolling through, it's got a whole basically business plan about how it's going to solve the problem of like KYC, and it's going to have like cards sponsored by like MasterCard and stuff like that. And then there's going to be a stake and earn, lend and borrow, whatever. And basically the token, Retic, is going to be their token. And I sent it to you, and I was like, can you tell me a little bit about this? Like, what's the deal? Like, because I've had it advertised, it's on Cointelegraph. And you said, what did you say?
So I just said this looks like the biggest Ponzi scam in the world. So basically, I went through I've worked with people and I've analyzed people's white papers. Like I understand some of the technology and research, and essentially, like a lot of the stuff that they use in their white paper was just like flash catchy words or just explaining terminologies that are already known to normal people, being like, oh, what is decentralized finance? Like, why do you even need to explain this whole entire section on just this DeFi section? You're not actually explaining your product. Then you, like, for me, I have like a checklist of how to like recognize scams and projects. So number one thing, I went to their Twitter. No one that I know, like legitimate founders, co-founders, like investors and VCs that I know personally, are following it. That's straight away red flag for me. Like I know there are many projects out there that could be legitimate, but it just looked very iffy and crazy to me. And all their research, if you go on this pinned post, you will see that they have so many interactions and posts, but then you keep scrolling down. You're like, hang on a second, the math doesn't really add up. And a lot of projects try to do this. They pin their thing and they're not actually saying anything about their project. They're just retweeting. So straight away, all they care about is raising the money and how they can make more money. So it's like, hang on a second, are you actually creating a product?
For someone who has 27,000 followers, getting like 10 comments, a reach of like 300, 16 likes, like that is not great.
Dodgy. And if you read the comments as well, it's just these bot accounts. And like for me, it's like as a researcher, I have to do due diligence for like I've worked with people in due diligence.
So there's one there, and then there's a load of scams like Retic official support.
And this is how kind of they get you. And then like I go into like some of the chats and stuff, and I ask you what's going on in their telegrams. You say people like having a go at the founders, questioning, and there's nothing about the founders. Who are we? Why do you need to be anonymous? Like we don't know anyone. And it is these kind of simple questions that you usually do in Web2 that people just completely forget. And the biggest thing also is straight away they ask you to pay in Tether, fiat, and your card. Straight away they're like, buy our token, buy this, buy now. And you're like, it just doesn't add up for me. So like you really have to have like a really stable mind. And after you did this to me, I actually wrote in one of my articles how to basically avoid scams and stuff like that, because people just think, oh my God, this is legitimate. They've got thousands of followers, likes and retweets. The average noob will be like, seems legit.
Yeah, well, let me show you. So as you said, I'll share my screen again. As you said, this is their opening page. Straight away, ETH, USDT card, and then featured in at the bottom, which is what got me for a second. It's what like made me be like, oh,
yeah,
wait a second. Featured in Yahoo Finance, Cointelegraph, Bitcoin.com, News BTC, Entrepreneur, Bitcoinist, whatever. all
Yeah.
of this stuff. So I looked into that. Going back to this Cointelegraph article, right? So it all looks legit. I'm like, okay, yeah, it looks good. At the bottom, hashtag press release. This publication is provided by the client. Cointelegraph does not endorse and is not responsible or liable for any content, accuracy, quality, advertising products, or other materials on this page. Readers should do their own research. So basically, what this is
All of
saying
this is pay for, yeah.
they have paid to advertise, and they have written this article, probably in like OpenAI or whatever. They probably just used something which they were like, oh, add some tricky words which people won't really understand. And there's so many examples of this. So if you do a simple Google search of Retic Finance, right? So it's got the pre-sale link. It's got a coin market cap link, which has got, it's obviously in pre-sale. So it's got like a breakdown of like the tokenomics or whatever, but it doesn't really have any show anything. It just has their articles, and you can see straight away these articles 4 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago. Is Retic Finance the next Ethereum? ETH whale increases Retic Finance. ETH whale. ETH whale. No name for any ETH whale. A new viral coin similar to Ethereum has soared 366% in 2 months, priced at 11 cents today. You know why it's soared 366% in 2 months? Because that's the basically, as different like goals get achieved,
They increase the price.
they
Yeah.
increase the price. Yes, they've increased their own price.
Yeah, it's just 100% like a like you could just look at all the comments on the side or like it is just a scam, and
Yeah,
like it is just like that's what I mean, like the due diligence of these publication platforms, like that's why I don't use any of the publication platforms anymore. Basically, I just think they're not really reputable anymore for like
yeah.
real thing. You have to go if you're not a degen and you're not saying provided by sponsor to do this, you could get absolutely messed up. And I do definitely will call out all these publication platforms. They are responsible for millions being lost because at the end of the day, not everyone reads the T's and C's. And at the end of the day,
Yeah,
okay, this is much clearer, way bigger text. Whoever this is,
yeah.
hats off. It's the same size, but it should be more visible that this it should be the first thing. This article is sponsored by FFF,
By
blah, blah,
this
blah.
company that's saying this. Like,
Absolutely. And I think they should be like end of the day, they should be ashamed of themselves because I get at the end of the day you need to make money, but they're introducing this toxicity into our industry, which is absolutely despicable.
yeah. I mean, some of these like the Economic Times. The Economic Times is like a legit source for news,
Mm.
right? So if they're allowing these sponsored posts, which are saying things like such as oh, this coin could be is very similar to Ethereum. From what I've read in the preset in the white paper, it's nothing like Ethereum. It's
No,
not got anything to do.
no.
Um, but another exposed, right? So I was looking up different things, and there was this Reddit post. Share my screen again. Sorry, now I'm going from sharing screen to stop sharing screen.
That's
But
okay. Which is
but yeah, there was this Reddit post here. Wait, where is it? There we go. So, Retic Finance is a scam, just like RenQ. Buyers do not buy anything supporting Retic Finance. My evidence is both authors on the white paper articles are exactly the same, right? So I've had a little bit of a look into RenQ. And let's have a look. So this right here is the RenQ white paper.
I can already feel, I can already sense the I already see from the thing it's exactly the same.
I mean, look, just at the wait. Let me.
The design comparison.
There's design just from a design comparison, like
Yeah, absolutely.
it looks exactly the
And I
same.
can see on the sidebar there, like it just, yeah, it is. Oh, we should reply to that Twitter Reddit guy and reach out to him for sure, and like
Yeah,
have a
because and it's basically the same sort of thing. It's like, oh, we've got an app about RenQ, new ending, never-ending liquidity, multi-chain DEX, community-driven.
yeah, like we don't even need this. Like projects like this are not even
RenQ
benefiting the
token,
community.
tokenomics, whatever. But yeah, and also another thing which I noticed, and which is the key, like, which because I've been on the Telegram chats and stuff like that, and a lot of people are saying, oh, well, the guys are going to provide KYC for like to prove who they are, and they're just doing that because they don't want the FUD around it, and even like the Ethereum founder, Vitalik or whatever, he didn't want to reveal his name initially, and this, that, the other. And also, they've all got a CertiK audit.
Oh yeah, so like the audits just mean F all like in the industry, like and that anyone can get audited. All they do is see your code, like it could literally be two, three, 4 lines of code, and like
Yeah,
it's nothing to do with the auditors themselves. Like I could get audited for my, let's say, my coding that I did for my thesis. Like
I mean, look at this CertiK security score, 80%.
yeah,
80%. You go through. I mean, a lot of people who are going to go through this aren't going to go
they
into
have
the.
no
They're
idea
just
what
going to
this.
look at that CertiK security score at the top
Yeah,
and say, "Oh, it's an A. Oh, this looks legit." What are the four highlights? Project token activity is in top 25 project trading volume, whatever. Um,
absolutely. And like that's the really key like wrong. Like this is a big problem with our industry. We have all these reputable giants just being, let's say, taken advantage of. At the end of the day, they need to make money as well, but they're just selling their services to any random Bob, Jim, and Harry just to
yeah.
make millions of dollars. And like in the
Well,
traditional finance system, if you're audited like by
look at this.
KPMG, it is completely different.
Yeah, Retic did exactly the same audit with CertiK as well. Oh my god.
And look,
Uh,
look,
CertiK
oh
security score
no.
74%.
Yeah.
Oh, so obviously that's safe. Oh, they've
Yeah.
got one minor sort of acknowledgement or whatever. But other than that, oh, 74%. That must be safe, right?
Yeah, no.
No, because
It's all an illusion. That's the thing. Like that it's
here, so RenQ obviously launched. RenQ launched a while ago. So that was back
it
in
does seem like a pump and dump scheme in my
June
opinion.
2023. Yeah, so
Mad.
you can see here the all-time high for this token was 5 cents,
Ouch.
5.4 cents. All-time low was 0.006. So you can see what did this look like?
It just looks like just a dump. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
exactly.
It is just 100% a scam.
Yeah, like and I'm sure RenQ did exactly the same stuff with articles, with this, that, the other. But the thing is, right, and this is another concerning thing, right? As you said, no one you know is talking about this token. So it's affecting people who are new to
Absolutely.
industry, right?
Because
And
like
if you
you,
search Retic Finance, there,
oh, it's all these pump and dump shillers. Huh. Seems very interesting. Oh,
but there's only like 5 or 6 videos.
yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy because
from 10 times hype to 100 times
because the
reality, whatever.
scary thing is like these ads were targeted at you and you're a crypto native, but imagine if you were a noob or just beginning at crypto and then you get that retic financing, you're absolutely in the bin. And
Yeah.
I just it just infuriates me. That's what I can't get bullish about this whole crypto stuff because it just is we are so messed up. the whole sphere is messed up, and it just makes me sad. And I get so angry. I don't know why I'm getting so angry and frustrated, but I know all those people that invest in that project, maybe a few of them might, like a handful, the influencers and all that stuff, will make a few bucks, but otherwise it's some. I hate it. It just upsets me. I just want to help out, and that's why
They're
this
already
is,
talking about like staking, right, with it,
and that's
because they
another
want to
whole
limit
scam
people's ability to
to
be able
sell.
to like
And then
cash
it'll be
out sales.
like we had that conversation ages ago with James, like the whole nodes as a service. You just constantly restabilize it. Oh my god, I'm gonna get all these juicy rewards, and bang, overnight, bye bye.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how they get you. And people don't understand that there's so many sly ways to get you in crypto: staking, influencers, and getting on board. It is just specifically targeting that vulnerable group that you really need to watch out for. And this is going to be a new segment, I think. Stash and Chris exposing the scams.
Yeah. Well, they need to be exposed because this, like, that's like the fact that it's got CertiK auditing,
Yeah.
whatever. The fact that all these people, some people are putting, like I've seen, because on the Telegram, they have like this bot which posts every time someone invests.
Yeah.
I've seen like 3.5 ETH buys, like just like that. That's what 7 grand,
Yeah.
8 grand gone straight away
It
into
could be
this.
that, or it could also be the owners of the actual project just buying in,
That's
and
the
that's what you
thing.
need to
And
watch
another
out.
thing,
Like, you just need to go on Etherscan, look on the thing, and be like, "Hang on a second, like, where's all my money going to?" And you're like, "It doesn't
yeah.
seem
Well,
to
the
add
thing
up,
is,
right?"
right? They can't show like
Of course, they
how many
can't
tokens
show.
are held by anyone because they haven't released the token. The token isn't even out yet. Literally, what you do, what you get when you buy the token is numbers on your screen. It says, "Oh, your holdings," because you connected your MetaMask or whatever. "Oh, your holdings right now are 0, or your holdings are 1,000 coins or whatever."
Yeah, it is. It is. It just, unfortunately, that's what crypto is still, and people you have even completely forgotten that or just ignorant about it, and that's how you get messed up in this field.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's quite sad, really, because this is the sort of shit that dissuades people from getting involved. If you
Absolutely.
come into like get into crypto and instantly lose like 3 grand
You
on
know,
a
it's
scam,
coming back in. You'll be burnt, and
and you're like, no, I don't want to be involved in this thing,
yeah,
which is really sad because it's great fun. I
it
enjoy it.
literally is
You
the
enjoy
best community in the world. Like I, after I finish my PhD, I'll tell you guys this right now. Hopefully, my supervisor didn't watch this, but
it.
I am going full time into crypto. Like I am happy there. Like the job offers in my industry are appalling. Like I'm working 40 to 50 hours a week for barely survivable income. In crypto, I can work 4 days a week. Or five. I will happily work 7 days a week in crypto because I enjoy it. I have fun. I can travel the world. I have met some of my best friends. I've met you, Chris. I've met James. Like these people have so much more meaning into my life, and I'm so happy. And I'm willing to work so many more hours because we get to do all these fun things, or I'm just going to be a slave to the system for a
That's
measly
the thing.
piece of the
Like
pie.
I've just finished my degree as well, haven't I? And I was looking at jobs and like I'm looking at jobs and people are posting 25 grand, stuff like
That's
that. Like
I'm
25
like
grand. If you break it down,
absolutely
it's like
not.
75 pounds a day. And that's to commute into London to do this. Like once you've paid for trains, once you've paid for like everything else, you're talking about what, like 45, 50 quid a day, if that.
It's crazy.
Whereas things like this, like airdrop, you made like 2 grand or whatever.
That's what I mean. And like,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. I'm joking. It's fine. Like, that's what I mean. Like, beta testing, and like, we offer, there's so much amazing things you can learn. Like, I made money by learning how to do crypto, and that's just something you don't get in your job. Oh, you're getting trained for a month at your normal job. They're not going to pay you. They're going to be treat you like shit. They would literally will. But in crypto, you'll be paid for like beta testing products, do educating yourself, educating others. And there is so much beauty in that because you're treated as a real human and individual that's contributing to this golden era of knowledge. Basically, like we are the pioneers, like I've always said. We
Yeah.
are being rewarded for being there early, and so can you. Join our Telegram and become an educator. I don't know. I'm just chatting. We
Become
need to
part of
finish
the
this because I don't
anarchy.
know what to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, on that note, please
Thank
don't
you.
invest in Retic, or RenQ or anything like that. Any of these pre-sales that you see that are claiming to make you a multi-millionaire.
It's a scam.
Like your interview with at Zebu Live with those guys that were talking about the black market and about these scammers saying that they can make you millions, and that the fact that some people have made millions from
Yeah,
very little in crypto makes people sort of like hyper aware of that and be
yeah,
like, oh, I might as well put in like 50 quid or whatever.
yeah.
It's not worth it.
No.
It's not worth
Do
it.
your education, educate yourself, or
Exactly.
ask us. Like, I'm not saying I'll give you the best. I'm not a financial advisor, but I've been in the space. We have been in the space for a long time, and we can give you a decent, an objective view of, okay, that just seems not right.
Yeah, that's the thing. They fooled me. They fooled me, and I've been doing this this podcast for what 2 years now. They fooled me. I had to message Stash and be like, "Can you go over this white paper and tell me what's wrong with it?"
Yeah,
Because I feel like something might be wrong with it, but I'm very tempted to invest.
yeah.
And yeah. Anyway, on that note, that was We've been Web3 with me, Chris,
Me, Stash, and have a
and
fabulous day. And
yeah,
definitely stay tuned.
bye.
Bye.